Over a month ago, I posted a video saying I was quitting Duel Links. I had grown tired of skills power creep, the game's monetization model, the toxicity I suffered from a subset of the community, and so on. And yet, I have to come clean. I've been playing Duel Links again, and enjoying it. So, what happened? Was I lying to you all this entire time? I mean, from a certain point of view, yeah. But also, and more importantly, something happened that reignited my interest in Duel Links. Something that came from the community, and which I've been looking forward to for a long time. You see, in my past couple of videos, I spent a lot of time reminiscing about the good old days of Duel Links, back when I enjoyed the game a lot more, and now I had a chance to relive these old days once again, thanks to the Throwback Weekly, a tournament series focused on old Duel Links formats. So, how does it work? Well, it's kind of simple. The tournament organizers decide on a time period they'd like to explore, provide interested players with a custom ban list as well as the card pool of that era, leave players to build their own decks, and then, they just have a tournament. This was all made possible thanks to Happyrax, who was also responsible for the Starry Cup tournament. If you'd like to join one such tournament in the future, make sure to join the Starry Cup Discord server where they're organized. Also, major shoutouts to yugioh and Silent Power for their work to make it all happen. This specific format was pre-Abyss Encounters, so very early 2018. Back in those days, the best decks of the format were Gladiator Beast, which greatly benefited from balance for consistency, Red Ice Zombie Turbo, which had recently received a hit in the form of Spirit being limited to, and Cyber Angels, which were still at full power, but for the context of this tournament, a custom ban list was made to keep the deck at bay by allowing it to play only one Cyber Angel Dakini. Phew! Going into this, I knew Glad Beast was probably the best deck one could be playing. It's fast, it's consistent, it has access to a lot of tools to make its magic happen, and it's one of the few decks that can reliably beat Floodgate Trap Hole on its own. This being said, I decided to check some other options. As you can see, I built quite a few decks to this end, all of which I ended up testing against my good friend and fellow retro enthusiast Extra Shoddy, so go check him out if you haven't already. This is, by all means, the AZ Flame GOAT. I think this is, unironically, the most testing I ever did for a tournament, and I ended up going with Dinosaurs, a deck which I felt like a huge potential, and also felt the most fun to pull off. I actually played Dinos all the way back in early 2018 too, so it kind of felt like coming home. So, how did I do? Well, I got fucking dunked on! One card in the extra, oh. Yep, that's the typical dinosaur hand. That's the issue with with dinos over Glad Beast is your skill doesn't fix your consistency. It just makes your stuff bigger. Cards of the Red Stone. Gotcha. Red Ice Wyvern. Okay. I can take that. It's fine. I'm okay with that. Top deck a dinosaur? Shit. This does not look good for me. Ah, this feels bad. Oh, and he's on Ultimate Providence! You didn't need to do that, bro! Game 2 and 3 will go better. Alright, this time don't break. This time I'm gonna open a handful of dinosaurs that I also would not want, because that might be too many dinosaurs. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You gotta be joking me! Yes, finally a dinosaur. That's the one I least wanted. I guess that's fine. It's the biggest of the bunch. So it's coolio. My man is cooking. Not gonna lie, that's kind of a sick list. He's on elementary hero stuff. That's kind of based. I have to admit, kind of based. Oh, are we making Slash Dragon? There's no way this is a Red Eyes, right? Bro! I'm gonna be able to Wall of D that. So I have to do it now because it's not a damage step type of effect. So we good. Wall of D. Oh, really? That still doesn't... That's not enough? I guess I have to do this, huh? Man. I could only activate one. This forces him to send it, which means it's no longer big enough to beat over the Equal Swarm Salamandra, which is good for me. All of these was better in my memory. What happened? Oh, I guess it's a 2800 base, so... Wow, oh, that worked out. Okay, it's cool. But I can't beat over this again. It's not once per turn either. Shoot. Don't think I have another out to this. I'm gonna lose to Red Eye slash Turbo. Red Eye Fusion wasn't even in the game. I'm just bad. Oh my god, this is the holy grail that I needed. This is so good for me. If I can subdeck an Hydrogeddon or something, this is lethal. This is such a good thing for me. Please Fossil Dig or Hydrogeddon. I'll take even a Black Break here. Maybe a monster count is too low. Oopsie. Well, I just got done playing my first and last match. It was really unfortunate. Like, I saw one monster in 2 games. I kept opening Econ, which turns out is not really good against a monster that can make itself protecting against it. What were the odds of me not opening a monster? I need to check. Okay, this hand has 1 dino. 1 or more dino. 1 dino. 1 dino. 1 dino. 1 dino. Okay, this hand doesn't have a dino, but that's not a dinosaur either. Okay, the odds aren't so low. But okay, this one also. This never came up in testing, so I just assumed the ratios were correct. Maybe I should have been playing 1 more dinosaur. Just 1 more. That's Yu-Gi-Oh! It feels weird to lose due to lack of consistency, but this is also on me. Like, if I just build the deck better, maybe it would have went better. The conclusion is, I should have played Glad Beast. Despite everything, this was pretty fun. The Duel Links of old definitely had a feel that can be replicated. Like, the battle phase used to be so important because it added an insane amount of mind games to any given format. Does my opponent have Wall of D? Does my opponent have Karibo? Am I gonna try to play around either or? Does my opponent have an anti-magic arrows that means I should maybe flip my mirror wall before the end of main? And so on. I saw someone say that old Duel Links was garbage until 5Ds, and I have to say, this is definitely the worst take I have seen this week. Then again, it came from someone who wasn't playing until 2023, so they literally don't know what they're talking about. Of course, it bears mentioning that this wasn't a perfect recreation of old Duel Links for a couple of reasons. The first of which being a lot of skills that were used then got changed in the meantime. Like, Beatdown is the most obvious one, right? Because it used to be not once per duel and it would buff your entire board. But at least that one is still somewhat playable. That's not the case for, say, Restart, or Last Gamble, or 3-Star Demotion, which I feel definitely saw play in that era. At least Balance functionally does the same thing for Gladiator Beast now as it did then, and this is why it is the best deck of the format. This tournament had a custom ban list like I've mentioned before, and I felt like some of the choices were kind of weird. Like, I appreciate that we banned the Woodland Sprite FTK. I think that was the case for the actual ban list in place at the time too. But why is Grass allowed at only 1 copy? It was at 3 in this format and it didn't break the game or anything. I just love playing with Grass. It's one of my favorite cards of all time. You know, but I wasn't that impactful. I can live with it being limited 1. Anyway, I'm definitely looking forward to the next Throwback tournament. This is the perfect kind of event for me. A grouch who doesn't want to keep spending gems I don't have to stay in touch with the current metagame I don't want to play, but who already has a vast collection of mostly useless cards that got power crept that I now get to put to use. If you've also been playing for a while, or you don't know what to do with all of your box chips, I can't recommend giving this tournament a try enough. Is that even grammatically correct, the sentence? You should try it out, is what I meant to say. This is, unironically, what Legacy Duel should have been, Konami, so I hope you're taking notes here. And that's all I had to say for today. Major thanks once again to Happy Rax, Yogi Love, and Silent Power for making this happen, and I'll definitely be there next time. What's the next format? Oh, where's that deck? well, I'll still be there. What about you? Are you interested in playing old format Duel Links? Would you be interested in Konami actually putting a classic Duel Links mode in the game? Also, if you like this video, make sure to like it and subscribe if you haven't already, so you can support me yapping about how Duel Links used to be so much better, even though Hatronade was legal for way too long. If you'd like to support me further, you can check out my Ko-fi in the video description, where you can make a one-time donation or a monthly pledge. Or you can become a YouTube channel member, that's another option. I would now like to thank my Ko-fi donators in the forms of Dingus, Childish Boy Zero, Jimmy, Zinnia, Yannick, Sile, Marklu, Fortuno16, the Abyss Actor Guru, Ulk Price and Exorcist. And I would like to thank my YouTube channel members Sterne, Crimson Reaper 5, Troy Bolton, Genius Wannabe, and C. Lelouch. Thank you all for your support. What more is there to say? I love old Yu-Gi-Oh! I love being a Duel Links boomer, if there's such a thing. I love being the guy that can keep going, skills used to be better, when in reality balance was just as broken as some of the skills that we now have. But at least you're actually playing the game, which is something that I can appreciate. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Take care everyone, I will see you all next time.